Chodesh Tov, Dvar Malchus Parshas Toldot, Rosh Chodesh. Today's shiur is dedicated to the Refura Shelema of Ariel, David ben Simcha, to the safe return of all the hostages, and to the safety, may Hashem protect them, the IDF troops. Okay, this is from 5752. Here we go. We have spoken many times about the names the Parsha are called, and although simply these names were set due to the Parsha beginning, still, since they were set according to the custom of Jewish people, which is Torah, indeed certainly it is at the height of precision, as all the details of Torah. Among the proofs for this, from the name of the Parsha of the week, the Parsha of Toldot, the beginning of the Parsha is, and these are the Toldos, children of Yitzhak. Like the beginning of the second Parsha of the Torah, these are the Toldos of Noach. And since these two Parshas begin with the same word, and these are the children indeed, in order to call them by the name of their beginning, with names that will differentiate between them, it would have been more correct to call first one by the name of the word that is closest to the beginning of the Parsha, Toldos, and the second one in order to differentiate it from the first one by calling it a different name other than the one giving it first, Toldos Yitzhak. And since it was set up and spread, the Jewish custom, as published in all the Chumashes, and similarly in the calendars, that we call the first one with the name Noach and the second one the name Toldos, it's clear that the calling of the names is not after the first word, or the first word that differentiates it from another Parsha, rather, so that the name be at the height of accuracy. And it was explained elsewhere that the names Noach for the first Parsha and Toldos for the second correlate with the content of the Parshas. The content of these are Toldos of Noach is not related about the birth of his children. Toldos is simply sense of Noach, which were already said at the end of the Parsha of Breshis. And this is repeated here in detail in the content of the Parsha, and relating about the events in the life of Noach, and therefore it's called by his name, Noach. And this content these who are the Toldos of Yitzhak, is not related about the events in the life of Yitzhak, since a number of the events are very significant events. His birth, the Akedah, his Shidduch, and marriage are in the Parsha. Viera and Chayasara before this, rather, the relating the birth of his children as the explanation of Rashi, Yaakov, and Esau are mentioned in the Parsha. And therefore it is called Toldos, which means simply children. And may we add and explain also regarding the content of the names of the Parsha by themselves, in addition to the connection to the content of the Parsha, that since they became part of the Torah, including also Torah, an idiom for hara, instruction, we should learn an instruction in the service of man to his Creator, also from the names of the Parshas by themselves, and in our case, the Parshas of Toldos, which Toldos is not the first aspect, the first time that it is possible to use this name, rather the second aspect after Noach. And by way of preference, that the meaning of the names Noach and Toldos, not in connection to the name of the topic in Parsha, rather the names themselves, in their lesson and instruction in the service of man, Toldos, refers to the main children of tzaddikim, righteous, or good deeds. And Noach, the name of the person which denotes his essence, is connected to the birth of the existence similar to Toldos in a similar sense, which then he is given a name. An explanation is necessary. How do the meaning of the names by themselves fit in a deeper meaning with the meaning of the topic and the Parsha, for seemingly they are actual opposites of one another? For in Noach, the meaning of the name is connected to the essence of the essence, the birth of the person, similar to Toldos in a simpler sense, and in the meaning of its content is related to good deeds, as Rashi explains the simple meaning of the verse to teach you that the main children of tzaddikim are good deeds, and the opposite of in Toldos, that the meaning of the name is connected to good deeds, and the meaning of its contents is connected to birth, Toldos in its simple sense, as Rashi explains Yaakov and Esau that are spoken about in the Parsha, and mainly the explanation of the lessons and instructions from Noach that is before Toldos, and from Toldos that is after Noach, Regarding Noach, since the name of the person that he is called when he is born has no importance, similarly to his service in good deeds, the children of Tzaddikim, what is the content of Noach before Toldos in the service of man? And regarding Toldos, since it comes after Noach, and a number of more parshas between them, we must say that the intention is not just any Toldos of Tzaddikim or good deeds that are in the beginning of the service, rather a high level of good deeds that come after the introduction of Noach and the other parshas that are between them. And we need to explain the content of this level in the service of man. Seemingly, it would be possible to say Noach denotes the state of menucha, tranquility, peace of the soul, and tranquility of the body, so that the service and the fulfillment of Torah and mitzvahs should be as it ought to be, similar to what the Rambam writes about the physical promises that are in the Torah in order that we see that will sit freely to study wisdom, truth, and the secrets of Torah and the mitzvahs. And therefore, the order is that Noach is before Toldos. For in the order that there can be service of Toldos, good deeds, it's necessary to have first the state of Noach, tranquility. However, it makes more sense to say that the proceeding of Noach before Toldos is not only in time due to the necessity of the matter, rather a true permanence in Torah, proceeding due to its virtue. And may we say that the point of explanation of this, the difference between the Parshach of Noach, and may we say that the point of explanation is this: the difference between the Parshas of Noach and the Parshas of Toldos is similar to the difference between the giving of the Torah and after the giving of the Torah, as known that the preparation and beginning of the giving of the Torah was through the service of Abraham, and especially through the circumcision. And after this there was born the Yitzhak, who was born from a holy drop. Hence, in the Parshas of Toldos, and these are Toldos of Yitzhak, the son of Abraham, Abraham gave birth to Yitzhak. The first one, that this whole existence and his children were given after preparation and beginning of the giving of the Torah, being the service that is connected to the giving of the Torah. And in the Parshas before this, and especially the Parshas of Noach, which only is in conclusion, in its conclusion, Avram was only born. Indeed, this is the service before giving the Torah. And this phenomenon in the service of the Jewish people after the giving of the Torah, the Noach, corresponds to the existence of the Jewish people that is before and precedes Torah, and Toldos corresponds to the service of the Jewish people in fulfilling Torah and mitzvahs, which through this, their true existence as they precede the Torah comes in an openly revealed way, as we will explain. And the explanation is this: it is said in Tana Divrei Eliyahu, two things preceded the world, Torah and the Jewish people, and I do not know which one of them came first. When he says, command the Jewish people, speak to the Jewish people, I say the Jewish people came first, which this precedence is mainly in virtue, namely that the virtue of the Jewish people is greater than the virtue of the Torah. This comes from Eliyahu Hanavi, the prophet's teachings. However, in order that the virtue of the Jewish people be expressed actually and openly, there must be a fulfillment of the Torah, as it says in Tana Devrei Eliyahu Rabbah, an analogy of the physical king that has sons in his house, and he has an old service amidst them who teaches his children good conduct and good deeds. So too the words of Torah turn the Jewish people to the side of merit, educates them in mitzvahs, and brings them to the life of the world to come. Namely, that all that through the Torah and the virtue of the Jewish people comes out actually and in a revealed way. And the explanation of this, the main virtue of the Jewish people is that their essential essence, the Jewish people and Hashem, are one. And had there not been Torah and mitzvahs, good conduct and good deeds, as an analogy of the physical king who has sons, which the love for the sons is an essential love, even when they do not have good conduct and good deeds, and on the contrary, in the sons who have good conduct and good deeds, that also from the intellectual perspective it makes sense to love them, it is not so evident that the essential love. However, this essential virtue is related to the essence of Hashem, that the Jewish people are one with the essence of Hashem, and not that much to the existence of the Jewish people themselves, their virtue. And through the Jewish people fulfilling Torah and mitzvahs, that it is seen their virtue in the good conduct and good deeds. The virtue due to the essence children comes also into the aspect of revelations. good conduct and good deeds, namely that in their virtue, from the perspective of the aspects of revelations, is drawn and permeated with essence. And although the essence is incomparable to the revelation, and certainly the lack of revelation does not decrease from the essence, on the contrary, the essence is concealed, since the revelations are not a vessel for the essence. Nevertheless, on the other hand, since the essence is not limited to anything, it is not possible that it may be hidden specifically. Rather, certainly it can come also in a revealed way, and therefore the true phenomenon of the revelation of the essence is specifically in being drawn actually and in a revealed way. And similarly regarding the existence of the Jewish people themselves, a soul and a body, just as regarding the Torah and the Jewish people, we prove from what it is said in the Torah, command the Jewish people, speak to the Jewish people, that the Torah is for the Jewish people, command to the Jewish people that the Jewish people are first. We can prove from this also regarding the soul and the body, and since the commandment of the Torah are not relevant for a soul when it is Gan Eden, rather after it descends below to be enclosed in a body, we must say that the body comes first, and for it the soul was created, and most certainly the creation of the entire order of the gradation, descent of light of Hashem. And the explanation of this, based on what is known, that the choice of the essence of Hashem is in the physical body specifically. There is a virtue in the choice even over the Son, that is a Son, which the love of the Father to him is the natural love. The bond between them is far from a level that there is self-significance in the Son that is loved, and the virtue of a Son not from his essence literally, whereas regarding choice there is no self-significance of the matter being chosen whatsoever, rather only that this is where he chose with free choice, which is from his essence literally, that is, choosing the Jewish people. And similarly to the difference between a soul and a body, that the soul is a part of Hashem from up high, literally, a portion which through it you grasp the essence. As the verse says, you are sons to Hashem, you are God. Like a son who has a part of the essence of his father, his bond with Hashem is from a level that there is self-significance to the virtue of the Son, and not from the essence of Hashem literally, whereas the body, which on its own has no virtue, the material body, that is similar in its materialistic sense to the bodies of the nations of the world, rather that Hashem chose it with free choice, with free choice, which is from the essence of Hashem. Indeed, the bond is from the essence of Hashem literally, and more specifically, the choice of the essence of Hashem is also in the soul. For this in itself, that the soul is the son of Hashem, because that is what Hashem chose with his free choice. However, since the soul, there is a virtue of a son, there is not evident that it is the choice of the essence of Hashem, and through its descent and being clothed in a body which has no virtue, rather only the choice of the essence of Hashem, it is revealed in the soul, the choice of the essence of Hashem. On the other hand, the virtue of the choice of the body is ascribed to the essence of Hashem, the one choosing, and not the body, the thing being chosen, which on the other hand has no virtue, even after it is chosen. And through the soul, which has it the virtue of a son, is clothed in the body to give it life and refine it through fulfillment of Torah and mitzvahs. Virtue is brought upon also in the body, that it is revealed in the choice of the essence of Hashem in a way that is like part of it itself and is revealed in it. And after the choice of the essence of Hashem is revealed in the body through the soul being vested to refine the body through the fulfillment of Torah mitzvahs, then it is revealed also in the soul through the body that it is not only a son, rather it has the choice of the essence of Hashem. And based on this, we may explain the content of the phenomenon that in the time to come the soul is nourished from the body, that in the present time, the sign of the service of the refinement of the body, the main emphasis is on the revelation of the light of the soul. The virtue of the revelation shall be drawn and permeate the body, and in the time to come, after the completion of the refinements, the main emphasis will be on the revelation of the essence that is higher than revelation, which therefore will be felt in the soul that is bond with Hashem, in not only due to its virtue, rather also mainly because of essence of Hashem literally, which this feeling the soul receives from the body, which in it is revealed the choice of the essence of Hashem. Hence, in the existence of the Jewish people, soul and a body, and their service in the fulfillment of Torah mitzvahs, is revealed the bond of the Jewish people with Hashem in all matters, due to the essence, the choice of the essence of Hashem from the perspective of the revelations, the virtue of Son and the virtue of good conduct and good deeds, and resulting from both of them unite as one, and the choice of the essence of Hashem is revealed and permeates the virtue of Son and the good conduct and good deeds, namely, that the essence is also revealed, which is the emphasis and true essence of the essence that is not limited to being hidden. Rather, it comes out also revealed. Based on this, we may explain the details of the concept of Noach and Toldos in the service of man. Noach, which is before Toldos, denotes the essential virtue of the Jewish people that preceding the Torah, the bond with the Jewish people with Hashem, in essence, literally, that is higher than the bond from the perspective of the revelations through the good conduct and good deeds. However, the true completeness is when the essence is drawn down, permeates, and is revealed also in the aspect of revelations, Toldos, which is after Noach, which denotes not only simple good deeds, rather good deeds become as an outcome after the revelation of the essence, literally. And may we say that this is hinted also in each one of the two parshas, Noach and Toldos, on its own. In Noach, which denotes the essence, Rashi adds the emphasis, and the main Toldos of the righteous is good deeds. Namely, the main thing is that the essence be drawn and permeate the aspect of the revelation, good deeds. Only that the good deeds of Noach, since they are mainly in the spiritual realm, in lofty matters, however, not in simple and physical matters that are on their own, have no virtue. Indeed, this is the level of the revelations that is not the essence, and the drawing forth of the essence, Anochi, which is expressed in simple and physical matters, is as the giving of the Torah, which began in the good deeds are in the Parshas of Toldos. And in Toldos, which denotes the revelations, good conduct and good deeds, Rashi adds that the aspect of Toldos in a simpler sense. Yaakov and Esau are discussed in the Parsha, the essence of Toldos Yitzhak in the simple sense, the birth of the existence, which is before and higher than the level of revelations, namely that in the good deeds Toldos, in the sense of godly service, from the perspective of revelation, the essence Toldos in a simpler sense is permeated, drawn, and revealed. And may we add and explain in more detail in the Parshas of Toldot that these are the Toldos of Yitzhak, Yaakov, and Esau that are discussed in the Parshas, and by way of preference that since Yitzhak is the first Jew, that his whole existence and children are after the preparation and beginning of the giving of the Torah, it makes sense to say that all the aspects of Yitzhak, and most certainly the main aspect, the children of Yitzhak, Yaakov and Esau, is present in every single Jew. The Yaakov denotes the soul, and Esau denotes the body. It is known that Yaakov and Esau in their source are Tikkun and Tohu, Ma and Ban, which also the soul and body are Ma and Ban. And may we say that the free choice from the essence of Hashem in the matter on its own has no virtue. It is expressed in the proceeding of Esau, the body, before Yaakov, the soul. The first one, Esau, and may we add the virtue of Esau is hinted also in Admani, red, the letters Moed, unlimited, and also in the cloak of hair, which alludes to the 13 attributes of the beard. And since specifically when the soul is clothed in the body, to refine it through the mitzvah of Torah mitzvahs, is drawn and revealed the choice of the essence of Hashem in the body, and afterward in the soul, also in the aspect of the revelation, as therefore Esau requests from Yaakov that he give from him Adam to O Adam, red lentils, namely through Yaakov, the soul, it will reveal this is Esau, the body, and the level of unlimited Ha'adam, letters of Me'od twice, that is from the choice of the essence of Hashem. And based on this, we may explain that it is written that Esau disgraced Vayevez, his firstborn, in a good sense. Vayevez is idiom of Bizan, lute, that he forgoes the right of the firstborn for an even greater virtue of the revelation of the essence, which in this is emphasized the true conduct of the essence, which is not limited to being hidden, and also brought out in revelation, which is higher than the level denoted by firstborn. And based on this, we may explain that the precise wording of Rashi, and these are the children of Yitzhak, Yaakov, and Esau, are discussed in the Parsha Toldot when they are mentioned in the Parsha Esau before Yaakov for the revelation, and these of the essence of the children is thought that the fact that the soul Yaakov is clothed in the body Esau in order to refine it through the service of the fulfillment of Torah and mitzvahs that are discussed in the Parsha, which through this the choice of the essence of Hashem is revealed in the body, and through this the choice is revealed also in the soul. And in continuation to come to the Parsha after it, the Parshas of Vayetze, the Yaakov left Beersheba, and he went to Haran, and the service of Yaakov, and the refinement of Lavan, and the Parsha of Vayeshlach, and Yaakov sent angels in front of him to Esau his brother, the refinement of Esau. Moreover, the Parsha of Vayeshlach, and Yaakov settled in peace, which is this emphasized the completeness of Noach, the idiom of menucha, rest, actually and openly revealed upon the completion and completeness of service, which this is the phenomenon of the reward. The reward of the mitzvah is the mitzvah itself, which the completeness of this is the pleasure, Noach, an idiom of Noach Ruach, of the Creator, which is the revealed and permeates the pleasure of the Creator. And based on what is known that the Parsha of the week is connected to the time, we can connect the spoken above with the content of the month of Kislev, in which we read the Parsha of Toldot. The content of the month of Kislev is emphasized in the holidays that are in it. The holiday at the end of the month, the days of Hanukkah, and the holiday of the Hasidic teachings, the 19th of Kislev and the 10th of Kislev, which the common point among them is oil, the miracle of the oil of Hanukkah, which this hints to the innermost of the Torah. And the aspect of the oil is in the Torah, which was revealed in the Hasidic teachings in the month of Kislev in a matter of speeding the wellspring outward at the entrance of the house on the onset, as discussed earlier. And the idea is this: the oil denotes the essence of the matter, which therefore it saturates everything, that it is drawn and permeates in every place, including the lowest outside, which with the drawing and revelation below specifically is emphasized the revelation of the essence literally, just as the essence of Noach is revealed in Toldot, specifically Yaakov and Esau, that are discussed in the Parsha as explained above in length. And may we add that this is hinted in the innovation in the holiday of Hanukkah and the conclusion of the month of Kislev in comparison to the other holidays, which its beginning and majority of days, 5 or 6 days, are in the month of Kislev, and continues also the beginning of the next month, Teves. The concept of the month of Teves, the month that a body attains pleasure from a body, which hints to the pleasure of the body below and the physical body from the body, the essence that is above. And may we say that the continuation of the days of Hanukkah and the month of Teves hints that through the service of the flames of Hanukkah, a mitzvah, a lamp of Torah light, which is accomplished through the vesting of the soul, and the lamp of Hashem, the soul of man, to refine the physical body first, and his portion of the world on the entrance of his house of the outside is drawn and revealed the choice of the essence of Hashem in the physical body in a manner that this permeates the entirety of the body until it is evident and revealed in the feeling of the body pleasure that it is evident actually and clearly the Jewish people and Hashem are one, including the revelation of the essence of Hashem, the true existence in the whole world, in the created existence, that it becomes a dwelling for him, blessed be he, a dwelling for his essence literally. Chodesh Tov.